Hey y'all, what's good? Welcome to 28 Days of Black Fashion History. Maybe it's just me, but have you ever wondered during slavery how the enslaved people got their clothes? They actually were given clothes by their enslavers, which wasn't very comfortable considering they literally have to work all day. The clothes were very constricting, and it wasn't great quality because the slave owners wanted to use the most cost effective fabrics. But by the 19th century, there was a huge increase in cotton production, which means jean cloth became more common. Therefore, the slave owners were able to provide them with clothing that were ready made. And they only gave them clothes because it was a law that basically mandated them to give enslaved people clothing. Now, they only gave out clothes twice a year. If it wasn't a law, would they not give them clothes? I feel like this is obvious, but the enslaved people were actually the ones making the clothes. How you not gonna give me something I made? Most of the time, enslavers only provided them with the raw materials to make these clothes. There was a seamstress, a tailor, and the white woman of the plantation all came together to pattern and cut the fabric for these clothes and to supervise the stitching. All of this was done completely by hand until the sewing machine became super popular around the 1850s. The fabric they used for the domestic enslaved laborers were a higher quality than the people who worked in the fields. Children wore simple gowns. Little boys transitioned from short pants to long pants. Plain leather shoes and hats were also included in the twice a year clothing items that they were given. Also, to reflect the West African tradition, some women wore head wraps as well. Side note to wrap it up, knowing this information plays a huge part in why I even became a tailor, but to inform people on the history of tailoring and making garments in general is something that I inspired to do long ago. Thank you for watching and sharing these videos. This is something I felt like I had to do as a Black female tailor. Hope you learned something and see y'all tomorrow.